Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. We're going to do the collective for today. Today is Friday, August 8th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. Whatever does not, just leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Twisted Oracle, Twin Flames Exposed. I think Twin Flames Exposed is the name of the shop. It's on Etsy. And I don't even remember if she has the cards anymore. I'm not going to lie. I know she sells other things. Like Palo Santos and holders for your sage, stuff like that. I figured we haven't used this deck in a long time. We're going to use it. I want to see the nasty side of humanity. But like in a good way. Not really. We got 2 on the table. Oh, what the heck? What? What is this, y'all? We got 3 on the table. Okay, I was not expecting this. Like, am I gonna have to give somebody a pep talk? Like, what the heck? What the heck? Hold on. I got one on the floor. Let me make sure it's just the... Okay. All right, we got 5 on the table. I don't know why I got glitter everywhere. Oh, because the bag is broken. I swear to God, this deck came in this bag, too. The bag is broken. It's such a cute bag. We got 6 on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. Seven on the table. 1 last shuffle. This is very specific, y'all. Very, very specific. We got 8 on the table. All right. Top of the deck is Divine Masculine. I don't even know if we've ever gotten this card from this deck. I don't think so. I don't remember looking at this card. Unless it's really just been that damn long. Maybe we'll do this again tomorrow, but I'll do like instead of doing it as the collective, I'll do it like a spicy collective or something. Because it kind of is, you know. All right. So we've got 9 with bottom of the deck. We've got on the DL. Okay, on the down low. We've got ashamed. We got massive regret. We've got praying. We've got running. We've got wish. We've got bumping heads. We've got rejected. And bottom of the deck, we've got Queen Bee. Okay. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Doesn't matter. And I'm kind of getting a couple things from this reading. So the first thing I'm getting is somebody unsure of their sexuality. Somebody may be bisexual, somebody may be gay, lesbian, whatever the case. Um, and feeling ashamed, being embarrassed, feeling guilty, thinks that what they're doing or how they feel is wrong. This person has regret over it. They're praying for some type of healing. Okay, whether, and I couldn't tell you because it would resonate with the person, but they could be praying for healing, like, can you make me not gay or a lesbian or bisexual? Or they could be praying, can you heal me in that I'm okay with who I am because this is who I am, right? I think as somebody who's bisexual, and I'm just going to take a stab in the dark here because I don't know every gay person, I don't know every lesbian, every bisexual, and I don't know a lot of LGBTQIA personally. I don't. I think there's like 2 trans people at work, very lovely people. I love them. One is a woman that transitioned into a man, and one is a man that is transitioning into a woman currently. Very lovely people. Yeah. I know there are a couple lesbians there. One I consider my friend. Her and I are friends on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know if there are any like straight, like not straight, but straight gay men. I don't know if there are any there. I might just not have met them because I'm sure there's got to be somewhere. The warehouse is very big. Um, I consider myself bisexual because I'm attracted to men and women. I've been in love with men and women. I've had sexual situations with women. I've had sex with men. So I can understand that original first thought of like, can you heal me? Can you take this away? Because I don't want to be like this. I can understand that. And I'm sure not everybody, but I'm sure a lot of LGBTQIA go through that. I'm sure. Um, it would be my fervent hope that people would let go of that right away and go into I need to accept myself for who I am, and I need to allow for other people to accept me for who I am. Because, honey, God accepts you for who you are. I'm just saying. I don't, yeah. There's no question in my mind that God would accept you for who you are. Because I know He accepts me for who I am. And I ain't no angel. I mean, be like part, like 25%, something like that. This person is very much used to running away from acknowledgement of who they are, running away from this healing, running away from people that might actually question them, like, hey, are you gay? Like, that's okay, but are you gay? And this person being like, no, I'm not gay, and meanwhile, like, all their dreams are, they're a man and they're dreaming about other men, I think we all go through, pardon me, we all go through that. Hell, there are people that identify as straight, right? Women that like men that like women, and I guarantee you, at least once in a straight person's life, they've looked at the same sex and been like, like, am I switching teams? I've heard that. I don't know how many times I have heard that from people. Like, there's that one person that is the same sex of them, whether it's a mega superstar, whether it's the neighbor next door, that they would switch teams for. I've heard that from so many flipping people. It's crazy. This person is in their head a lot, right? With the ashamed, massive regret, bumping heads. It's like they bump heads with themselves. It's like a straight self, a gay self, it's kind of like being in your head about it. And it's the wish card, the wish card is them hoping, wishing, believing that they're going to find some type of peace. Whether they're currently wishing and praying for healing away from this or healing like they love themselves the way they are. It's like somebody wishing for some type of enlightenment, yes, but like a guiding hand, I guess you would say, like a shoulder to cry on, a hug, somebody, like a hug, like, can somebody just hug me so I can, like, because being on the down low is basically because you're afraid of how people are going to look at you. And if people are out there shaking your hand and patting you on the shoulder and giving you a hug and telling you it's okay to be you, like, that is like the ultimate gift. Because you should never not be you, right? You should always be who you are. And to know that other people out there feel the same, like, that's the wish, that's the dream. This person might actually feel rejected by a lot of people if certain people know and they're not happy about it. Like, and I'm just going to say it, parents, grandparents, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, that kind of thing. It's usually family, that we feel the most alienated from. Friends. There might be people that actually rejected them and said, you're gay. Like, I don't want to have anything to do with you. To me, that's fucking ridiculous. That's just fucking ridiculous. At the end of the day, whoever this is, they're going to step into their energy. They're going to step into their own power, and they're going to be who they're going to be. It might take a hot minute, but they're going to figure it out. We always figure it out. It took me a very long time to acknowledge that one of the first people I was ever in love with was a woman. Like, I just was over the moon about her. If I saw her today, I would probably be like, humada, 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 humada. And I'm 45. I think she's like 10 years younger than me. Maybe a little bit more younger. Maybe like 12. So she'd be in her 30s. She was gorgeous. Stunning. Taller than me. Probably like 5'7"-ish. Thin. Pale. She had this long dark hair that she sometimes dyed like a dark red. She had blue eyes. Her name was Melody. I, for the life of me, cannot remember her last name. And you know what is sick? this is, yeah. I think I still have it. I might not. I might have tossed it, but I might still have it. I would have to look for it or find it on accident. We worked together years ago, and like, she was in college, but she was taking time off. She's actually from out east. She grew up in Indiana, but she was going to college out east. And she ended up meeting this guy and got this boyfriend. And he moved back home to the area here, northern suburbs of Chicago. And she moved with him and was taking some time off from school. And she got a job to work full time. And yeah, the guy ended up not being so great. She ended up leaving and going back home. But however, she was here for, I want to say, like a year-ish, maybe a year and a half. And when she left, because she left where we were working and she went somewhere else, like another retail store outside of the mall, because we were working in the mall. I took her name tag. I'm not going to lie, I took it. Again, I don't know if I still have it or if I got rid of it. I might have gotten rid of it when I was going through everything for the separation and divorce just because I was getting rid of a lot of stuff. So I might have accidentally tossed it. I can't remember. But I kept her name tag. And I didn't really keep in touch with her. Y'all, I'm not good at keeping in touch. I'm just not. I'm not good at it. I love people, but like I never, like, I just don't keep in touch with people. It's just like I don't believe in long distance relationships. I don't know. I guess I don't believe in long distance friendships. Anyway, I saw her on Facebook. I reached out to her. We had a very small little chit chat, and then that was it. And I mean, by that time, my feelings had, waned and all that. But yeah, she was the first woman I was ever in love with. She was gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah, this is them coming, this is whoever this is coming into their energy. Like they're finally ready to be who they're going to be, and the world be damned. Or the world be surprised and happy. Depends on how you look at it. So the second situation I'm seeing here in the cards on the down low. Now, people can argue with me. I don't care. And the card obviously says bisexual, unsure of sexuality, in the closet. Okay. It also says secrets. And I'm just going to say this. Yes, a lot of times when I hear on the DL, on the down low, I think of like gay affairs, lesbian affairs, LGBTQIA stuff. Okay, I do. However, on the down low can also just mean somebody who's pulling some fuckery behind the scenes and they just don't want anybody to know, right? That's a generic version. So I'm just going to say this. That second situation that I'm seeing in my head is basically somebody somebody going in the wrong direction. Like maybe somebody was, flirting with somebody and talking with somebody and everything was going great. And then all of a sudden they're like, whoa, like I'm going to date so and so. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. And I'm going to put this other person on the back burner because I want to see what happens with this person. And it's kind of like this person coming full circle and realizing I should have been honest with that person on the back burner. I should have been like, hey, I was kind of interested in this other person and I tried to start something with them. Maybe it worked out, maybe it didn't. But I should have told you that I was going to do that. With the on the DL, the ashamed, massive regret, praying, running. Like this is somebody that feels really bad about going in a direction and not telling somebody that like it was kind of over between them. Okay. Because I was going to say, like, this person, whoever this person was, they literally ran in another direction. They literally ran away from something that they had started and ran in another direction. And I just heard hot shit. They thought they were hot shit. Whoever this person is, they're ashamed. They have regret. They're praying for some type of healing, probably with the person that they left behind on the back burner. Okay. They're wishing, okay, for some type of communication with this bumping heads. Even if it's an argument, even if they go up to this person and they're like, hey, can I talk to you? And this person like goes off on them. That's fine. It's like this person is wishing for some type of communication, some type of conversation. anything. Like I'm like literally they're like I just want to talk to this person. Like I just need to talk to this person. Here's an feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. Take how it resonates for you. This person realizes that the person they put on the back burner, the person that they rejected, was the one that they should not have walked away from. And I know we hear that a lot. I know we hear that a lot in tarot and oracle, right? Readers have this storyline all day, every day. I don't, but other readers do, right? And these are spicy cards, so it would probably come out more in a reading like this with cards like this. I'm just going to say this. Since 2022, I've been with five people, I think, since 2022, from like September 2022 to June of 2023. I think I was with five people, maybe six, but I think five. Um Almost all of those people swung back around. And those were not like relationships, y'all. If you follow, if you subscribe, I've talked about this before. Like I typically, when I get into relationships, I don't do relationships. Like I literally had one boyfriend, and then I had my ex-husband, and that was it. I've pretty much only ever had friends with benefits, casual, because I'm just going to say it, I'm very selective. Like when I met the ex-husband, we were probably together like 8, 9 months when I bought my townhouse and he moved in with me. That was in 2012. We did not get engaged until early spring, late winter, early spring of 2015, and we got married that year because I didn't want like a long engagement, and I wanted to get married in the fall, so I didn't want to wait a whole nother year and a half. Like when I know, I know. And it's kind of funny because I was watching one of my favorite readers on TikTok earlier. I happened to catch her live, and she was talking about this. And there was another guy that I watch on YouTube that was talking about it earlier. I was listening to his reading when I was working out earlier. Um, like the Virgo in me loves to love. Like I love people, like I love to be friendly and open, and I love to talk to people and chat to people, and I love to give. Like I give with everything I have. But the Gemini in me is like, you're going to have to work for this love, because I like like you're not going to be the main course. Like you're just the appetizer. I always go for the appetizer. Friends with benefits, casual. You're not husband material. You're not wifey material. Like my standard is high. Like you're not going to make it, sir and or ma'am. So I'm just going to put you in this little cubby hole where you're the appetizer. You're the friends with benefits. And I've had more friends with benefits, more casual relationships than anything else. And the other thing about Geminis, and I have an Aries moon, y'all. When I get angry, when you piss me off, when you hurt me, when you abuse me, I'm done. And I say that with a smile on my face. I'm fucking done. I don't put up with shit. If you lie to me, if you cheat on me, if you talk shit behind my back, I'm gonna know. I'm intuitive. I'm psychic. I'm gonna know. And I can overlook a few things, in favor of peace. But there will come a point where I will say, fuck you, Sunday to Saturday, and all the generations that come after you. That's the Gemini. That's the Aries moon in me. I don't put up with bullshit. And I have no fucking problem raising my sword, slashing through whatever I gotta slash through to get the hell out of there, throwing it on the ground, and walking away. I've walked away from more relationships than I can count. Because I don't give a fuck. Like I said, you hurt me, you use me, you abuse me, and I know I'm gone. And I don't look back. And I don't give second chances. It's very rare for me to give a second chance. And there's no fucking third chance. In my life, I've had, in 2022, September 22 to June, technically, of 2023, I think five relationships, friends with benefits. They were all friends with benefits. Three of them, maybe four, swung back around. They were all dismissed because they all hurt me, used me, abused me, lied to me, cheated me, something, to the point where, no, you don't get to come back. And almost all of them came back. And they always do. Because before I got married, before I got married to the ex-husband, I had some friends with benefits. Three, I think. 2, 3. And all of them swung back around. No. I don't revisit the past. If we had a sexual relationship and I gave you that part of myself and you treated me like trash, there's no second chance. There's no second chance. It's a little bit different when you're dealing with situations like friends or like people, like you were going to start a relationship, but it never got off the ground. Okay, that might be a little bit different. I've never had that experience, but I'm, a little bit different. When I give you my heart and my mind and my body and my soul, and you use that against me, I've said this before, the cut direct. It's an old term. It's an old phrase from like 1800, something like that. It was in my romance novels that I used to read when I was a kid. The cut direct. You're gone. You're out. You're dead to me. Like, dead to me. I don't care. I no longer care about you. I no longer see you. You are not even in my realm. You are not in the same existence as me. You're gone. And I started doing that with friends in 2022 with the ex-best friend. And then in 2023 with 2 of my ex-coworkers that I was friends with for 20 plus years. Bye. I don't put up with bullshit. And people never believe me when I say I don't put up with bullshit. But I don't put up with bullshit. I have no problem cutting a motherfucker off. None. That's the Gemini in me. That's the Aries in me. It's fire. It's air. It's passion. If someone was to reject me like this and then try and swing around and be like, oh, I didn't realize who you were. I didn't realize. Yeah, I mean, I've had that more times than I can count. I didn't realize what I had when I had you. Too fucking bad. Too fucking bad. I actually just posted on my Facebook today because I watched a reading, I think last night, and a reading this morning. And they were like, oh yeah, Gemini, your past person, like they think about you. They wish they had gone. They wish they had chosen differently, blah, 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 blah. And it just made me sad. The readings just made me sad because, like, you made your choice. Stick with it. Stick with it. You chose another woman, you chose another situation. More power to you. Obviously, that just teaches me that you weren't good enough for me, right? You stay over there. You stay with that option, with that situation. You don't need to, nobody needs to come back around here because I won't take them back. And I told you guys before, when the guy swung back around in February and I talked to him till the beginning of April, and he had the nerve, I told him, we can be friends, but nothing else. And he had the nerve to tell me, oh, I'm done trying with you. What do you mean you're done trying with me? There was nothing to try. I told you nothing was going to happen. Like, you don't listen? It's easy. Just listen. Mind boggled. Like, seriously. Like, what the This is somebody realizing that they rejected somebody that they shouldn't have rejected. Like, this is somebody wanting to swing back around and say, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't realize you were so fucking awesome. And that's not to say that the person that they didn't go to was awesome in their own right. It's just realizing, like, you had a really great person on the back burner waiting for you, and you went towards this other person. Maybe for whatever reason it didn't work out. Whatever. Maybe you just realized you have nothing in common. Maybe you just realized the conversation wasn't good. Maybe you just realized they don't want the same things as you. They're not as adventurous. They're not as passionate. Whatever. It's not to say that that other person isn't great in their own right. It's just somebody realizing, like, I had great. I had amazing. Like, why did I not see it? I also think, and I'm just going to say this because it's the cards, they rejected the queen bee and put them on the back burner, but I think if they come back around, this queen bee is going to reject them. Again, take how it resonates for you, because like I said with my own situations, like I don't take people back from the past that I had intimacy with, that I had sex with, because if we got that close and you still treated me like garbage, and meanwhile I'm giving you love and affection and my heart and my body and my soul, and you treat me like garbage, no, we're done. Because to me, that's abuse. To me, that's abuse. You don't take somebody's body and treat it like a playground. And even in a friends with benefits type situation, like, there are things you just don't need to do. There are standards of behavior, even in a friends with benefits, even in a casual. Like, you don't have to hurt people to get your point across. You don't have to be dishonest. It's a friends with benefits, It is what it is. But when you throw all this other bullshit in there and you make somebody feel a certain type of way, like I would feel a certain type of way, like I was treated like trash. No, you don't get to come back here. I don't take people from the past back that I had sexual relationships with. I just don't. If it, like I said earlier, if it was something where, like, we were friends and nothing really got off the ground, and a couple months, a year, a couple of years later, like, somebody swings back around, okay, maybe, a little bit different, maybe. But no, I'm not going to give you all of me, have you treat me like dirt, and then 5 years later be like, hey, are you single? Like, do you want to go out on a date? No. Why didn't you want to go out on a date with me 5 years ago? You thought I was good enough to have sex with. You thought I was good enough to cheat on. You like, lie to. I mean, friends with benefits. Are you really cheating? But whatever. It's about respect. It's about respect for a person, a human being. And I've had that conversation before. Like, I just want respect. I just want to be treated like a human being. And I was argued with, and I was yelled at, and I was like, okay, like, I'm done. And I walked away and I never talked to that person ever again. It'll be almost 3 years this coming January since I talked to that man. I don't let people treat me like shit, and I don't let them come back. And I'm gonna say this flip side for you all out there. When I treat somebody like shit, I don't expect them to take me back. It's an equal give and take in that system, my friend. And I've treated people like shit. I have. I've talked to you guys. If you follow, if you subscribe, I've talked to you about the ex-husband. I cheated on him. I'm the one that wanted the divorce. I'm the one that left him. I cheated on him. Some people might not look at it as cheating. I look at it as cheating. I cheated on him. I've treated people like dirt. The woman that I got in the argument with last November, before Thanksgiving, or right before Thanksgiving, it took me weeks, but I ran through everything in my mind, and I realized, like, okay, you said you were treating her like how she treated you, but really you're just being an asshole. Like, I've treated people like shit. And I told her I didn't want to be friends with her. I didn't want to have anything to do with her. Now she doesn't want to have anything to do with me. That's what happens, right? Like, I set that standard, she's following it. She's holding up her own boundaries. Kudos to her. I admire that. Like, I treated her like dirt. It's a two-way street. I'm just saying. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I could just ramble on about this all night long, and I don't want to. It's a little negative, just a little bit. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.